All right, so today we started talking about percent of change or percent change. We started out the class with a problem and then y'all had to try and figure it out. And once you did, we kind of solidified the thinking behind it. When you're talking about percent of change in problems such as if you started out with $100 and 1 month from now you have 59, what percent decrease occurred? You are going to use what we've been using this entire time, which is our percent equation. You can also use the percent proportion to solve these as well. Whichever method you prefer, you can do that. The part is still the same and the whole is still the same. The difference is, as you can see here, the part is not readily available. It is not shown to you. In order to find the part, we have to do some math. The part is the difference of the original amount and the new amount. Just to remind you that difference implies subtraction. And the whole, in this case, will always be the original value, or the starting value, or the initial value. It could be phrased in any of those ways. Pretty much whatever number you're starting with is going to be your whole. So let's take a look at example number 1. First, we always want to clearly identify our part and our whole. We know that the part is the difference of the new and original. Now, it does not matter which one goes first, but I suggest putting the bigger number first so you end up with positive numbers instead of negatives. So this will be 100 minus 59, which gives you 41. The whole is the original, which means it's 100. Then we have our part equals whole times percent, and we just substitute in for the values we know. The part is 41, the whole is 100, and the percent is what we don't know. Now from here, it's a one-step equation, so you drop the line, circle the x. The opposite of multiplication is division, so we divide both sides by 100 to get the x by itself. This leaves you with the x equaling 0.41. Now I hope that you don't go to yourself, 0.41%, because that's not true. This is 0.41 as a decimal. We need to convert this to a percent. There's a couple of ways you can do this. You can either take this number and multiply it by 100 to get the percent, or you can move the decimal place 2 places. Either way, you should get an answer of 41%. Now, with percent change, you're always going to want to state whether it was an increase or a decrease. In this case, we started at 100 and we ended at 59. So we started with $100 and ended up with $59. So that means we ended with less money, so it's a decrease. So 41% decrease. Now let's do example 2. If you're feeling pretty confident, pause the video, try it yourself, and then check your answer with me. All right, so we always want to identify our part and our whole. The part, again, is the difference between the original and the new. In this case, I probably want to put 549 first because it's bigger. 549 minus 324 gives us 225. The whole is always, always, always the original amount, which in this case was 324. Then we substitute into our percent equation. The part is 225. The whole is 324. And we don't know the percent. At this point, I would like you to pause the video and try solving this one-step equation on your own. Drop the line, circle the x. The opposite of multiplication is division. And you get an answer of x equals 0.694 repeating. Again, this is not your final answer. We need to convert this to a percent, so we need to move it 2 places, which gives us 69.4 repeating percent. Then you have to ask yourself, is this an increase or a decrease? Well, you started with 324 and you're ending at 549. So that's more people, which means it's an increase. All right, I want you to pause the video and try example 3 entirely on your own. All right, here we go. The part, the whole. 152 minus 58 gives us 94. The whole is always the original, 58. Substitute into our equation. We get 94 equals 58 times x. Solve for x. Divide by 58. X equals 1.621 approximately. I rounded it. Again, this is a decimal and we need it in a percent, so we move it 2 places. Gives us 162.1%. Then is this increase or decrease? Hopefully you said increase. We are saving word problems for tomorrow, so please don't worry about that now. Hope it makes sense. Thank you.